Bit like big boys Jenga. Boring, I'm not gonna lie. I can't work it out. It's too technical for me. Hello people and welcome back to another video. Own up, which one of you guys has left the tap on? Because it is wet right now. I mean, we got the cows over there turned out last Friday. They've gone down the meadows. We thought it was gonna be dry enough to try and get them around the rotation one more time. Doesn't seem to be happening. They are on what we thought was a dry bit. Turns out it's not such a dry bit. So we have got to get all these yards sorted because we've got heifers out the back that need to go up the top. We've got to move the kit out from up there and put it away. We've got fat heifers in the field that need to go where the heifers are currently so that we can get everything sorted and get some cattle in. I think the guys at Thornton will be all right for a little longer, but at the minute, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see because we're supposed to be having Storm Kieran or Kyron or Karen or Summit coming along, and that's going to make everywhere even worse than what it is right now. So we're going to go and crack on with getting that kit put away and sort out a few cows. That's a good job to have done. Nice and clean, ready for the winter. Dad's just moving bits of kit around, trying to get these yards emptied. I think we shouldn't be too far off now. The baler's got to go around the back, and then the first spinner can go in front of the baler. It's a bit like big boys Jenga. He's took the post knocker down the bottom, then we just got a few odds and sods just need moving around. Reversing. I don't know who made all these doorways, but I can tell you it weren't me. If I'd have made these doorways, they'd have been a hell of a lot wider. Jesus Christ, these things are tight. Dad's just bringing the pallets around now. We're going to put pallets like here in front of this stuff. So we've got my shearing trailers in the back corner, and then we have to drop the side on the shearing trailer and back the mower in that door there and swing it over the top and put it down. We have to kind of get this in the corner with a pair of D-links on the front and use the forklift to get it right in that corner there. Then the baler backs right in, that's backed right up to the drawbar there. Then we put the third spinner in here. And then over there we've got like the combi drill and the discs go in front, and then the topper goes in front of that. There's some kit in this shed, I tell you wouldn't want to get it out in a rush. Here we go, look, nice and empty, and the other yard where we clean the bed down is empty too. We're just gonna clean this trough out, and then we're gonna put some silage in the troughs ready to bring those calves up. We'll roll a couple of bales out in here and in the other one as well. And then I think I've got to go on the computer and just do a little bit of maths and working out what's what before we go and sort them out, and then we can hopefully get that done and it won't be too much of a strenuous job. That'll mean that we've got the yard down there free, which means we can bring the fat heifers in and everything will start and fall into place then for the winter, because these guys, once they're up here, will stay up here then until the spring. So we'll get this cleaned out, get all that stuff, it's all sorted, and then we'll crack on with actually doing some cow work, which is what I've been desperate to do for ages, because putting kit away is boring, I'm not gonna lie. It's really boring. Just printing off some of the information I need for sorting out these heifers, but I thought whilst I was in the office I'm going to show you something. I spoke to these guys the other week and I thought it's just worth showing you because it's quite a cool little thing. It's called Up-Acre and it's like an alternative land agent. You kind of go in here and you put in your postcode, you click search, you click the draw tab, you get this little X, you kind of like click around a field like so, boom, and then we'll just say like, well, no, we're done, submit there, and it kind of does this search. Apparently this same search would take a human land agent 6 weeks to do. So it does this little search and it comes up with these like opportunities, things you can do on here. You know, we could put some trees in, wildflowers, solar. It gives you like, yeah, price that you could get there. This one, look at this one, Jesus. It's biodiversity net gain. Woo! That tell you, that makes you think, doesn't it? 552,000. It's only 30-acre field. My God. And then it also has this little color code thing, so it tells you like how easy it is to do, what your planning constraints are. I don't know, it's quite a cool little thing. It's well worth having to play with, and to be honest, it's good fun just having a draw around your farm and see what you could make. But it might get you thinking. Anyway, yeah, have a look at it. Check them out, Upacre. There's some really cool guys. Honestly, they're just trying to do a good job. I'm gonna go out now and do some stuff with the heifers. Bear with me because my camera is playing up, and so is my microphone. So, I don't know how we're gonna get on, but we'll see. Right, I've took this bloody mod off because I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's not working. The sound's not working. I have to sort it for next week. I can't work it out. It's too technical for me. We've sorted out the stabiliser heifers from the bulls. We're just going to run these stabilisers in and down here now. So the stabilisers are all either purebreds or first crosses. First crosses are all black. The purebreds are all red, but then there's a couple of red ones that are first crosses. And then we've got a few Charolais we're going to run in with the group. So we're just going to make sure we check them all, make sure we haven't got any bulls in here or anything like that. I think they're all right. Right, so we're going to take these stabilisers up the yard, run them into one group. So there's a nice little group here with all my replacements, then a few extras, and then there'll be another group to run up and go in the other yard. A nice little group of stabiliser heifers. I quite like these little sort of jumpier heifers. I want to just go and add a layer of red clover silage now. They're going to make some nice replacements. They are probably going to pelvic measure them a little bit later on in the year. We're quite interested in just doing that, just to make sure that we're not bringing in any sort of abnormal pelvises or anything that's a bit narrow. But that's for another day. We ain't going to worry about that yet. We'll get these up there, just get them on some nice silage, get them growing weight. There's a stabiliser group. The others are in the shed on like the far side of where the kit is in the back there. And they're just feeding them on this red clover silage, which smells really good. It's got some good red clover in it. They've been on that since they've come in, and they will sort of have intermittent red clover silage and herbal lay silage as well. I've just looked on. Most of these stabilisers that will be potential replacements need to grow around about 100 kilos before bulling, which is not a lot. I've looked and they've got 213 days to do it. So they haven't got to be pushed. Ad-lib silage will be perfectly ample. To be honest, some of them, you probably can't tell from here, but some of them have got fat around their tails already, which is absolutely ridiculous considering they're just a suckle calf. I like the body shape of them. I like them being a little bit smaller, a little bit like lower to the ground. I like them having a deep body. Look at this beauty just here. I really like this one. It's got some like nice shape to it. It's kind of squat. That's really what I like in a cow, that is. There's a couple that are actually almost too big in some respects, and we'll have to just see how they grow. But if they are too big, I might not keep them, or we might keep them while we try and grow numbers and then potentially sell them out. I don't know, we'll just see. Yeah, I'm really chuffed with them. And to be fair, the Charolais, if we have a quick look over here, are really good as well. Yeah, look, these are the rest of them, all the Charolais. And again, they're in some really good nick. They're not quite as fat as them stabiliser ones, which is to be expected, to be honest, but they're still in good nick, and they're going to come around and do a second summer, so they just need to keep ticking along nicely, and then they'll come in a bit like these next heifers that we're just about to get in. The day's cracking on a little bit now, and Dad wants to get the cows in from down the meadows because old Karen, or whatever her name is supposed to be coming overnight, and it's going to get really wet. He's just gone to get the heifers in and bring them and put them in the yard. I'm going to move these kit around and whatever else, and we've just got a few to shuffle and put into the bulls and whatever else, and then that'll probably be us for the night because the clouds are starting to look a little bit ominous. It's getting to that time of year and clocks have changed. It's getting wet. The weather never seems to dry this time of year, and someone once told me a day in September's worth a week in November, and that's very true, because in November when you got them short days and it doesn't get warm, everything just takes a little bit longer to dry out. Here comes Dad with the fat heifers. They're looking good actually. Look at them. Steady on, girls, steady on. When we get 5 minutes, we're going to run them over the weighbridge. We haven't got time today if we want to go and get all those other cows in, but we'll run them over the scales, and it will give us a bit of an indication as to what they've done on the herbal lay, because since we last weighed them, they've only been on herbal lay and red clover. So it'll be interesting to see what they've got. Obviously, it'll be better quality in the spring than it is in the autumn, but it'll just be interesting. They were averaging like 0.8 a day before they went onto it, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they're like when they come off. Anyhow, I'm gonna leave it there because I managed to break all my gear. Dad's gone to get some cows in, and I need to get this thing sorted before, you know, next week, because you guys deserve better. I'm sorry that the sound quality's not been so good. I'm sorry that I've managed to break it and it's not been as streamlined and as smooth as I'd like it to be, but hopefully, fingers crossed, by next week I'll have solved the problem or bought something new to do this on or whatever, I don't know, but we'll work it out. Anyway, whatever. Thanks for watching, have a good weekend, look after yourselves, and I'll see you in a bit. Ta-da!